Homeland Security doesn't want to go over the edge at the border, so despite worries over swine flu from Mexico, Janet Napolitano says no need to go crazy with Mexico. Republican Congressman Duncan Hunter says that's a mistake and a big one. The congressman, we should point out, is the son of the famous Duncan Hunter. So that worked out okay in your family, Duncan and all that, right?
It did.
I'm kidding. Okay. Very good to have you. My best to your dad.
Thanks, Neil.
What do you make of this, Congressman? She's essentially saying, let's not overreact. What do you say?
Well, the big problem is that she isn't reacting at all. We aren't even cutting down on people coming across the border for non-essential things. That's where I think we ought to go now. We ought to cut down on traffic cross-border to essential traffic, commerce, building materials going back and forth, medical supplies, that kind of thing. We ought to allow. What we should not do is just let everybody cross over back and forth like there is no pandemic. Two, what this shows, I think, that if there was a bubonic plague or the next swine flu is much worse, or there's some kind of terrorist attack in Mexico, or the Mexican state fails, there's no way for us to secure the border. We have 350,000 people crossing legally. That doesn't include those who cross over illegally. So what if something really bad happened and we had to close the border down totally? We aren't able to do so, and there is no plan in place to allow us to do it.
Could I ask you a dumb question, Congressman? If there is indeed, and I'm jumping the reality here, but if there is indeed a plague down there, and Mexicans are terrified, and they just said, we got to get the heck out of here, and they storm the border, right? What do we do?
We wouldn't be able to stop it. We would have to probably militarize the border, which we're not able to do. We could possibly do, but it would put us, make us tax the military more during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. We don't have enough border patrol. We don't have enough double border fence that we started building to stop people from crossing over. We don't have the infrastructure there. Both the Clinton administration, the Bush administration, and now this administration have failed and are failing to secure the border, just in case something like that happens. So I mean, that's where this really scares me, not necessarily the swine flu, which is bad in
just
and
the
of itself,
panic that ensues, because this would be more than the drug war. We were worried about those who might try to come here by the tens of thousands to seek political asylum or escape the drug rampage. Now you could have, for want of a better word, those seeking a health asylum because they're worried that their country is a plague, literally. Then what?
Well, and they'd be bringing over that sickness with them. And what we're doing now, though, Neil, is nothing.
Would we have to effectively quarantine them?
We would probably have to block them from coming across the border, and then we would send medical supplies and doctors and vaccines down to Mexico. But the last thing you would want to do is allow more people to be infected by people coming across illegally or legally, which is what is happening now.
All right, Congressman, very interesting. We'll follow, because this does seem to be mushrooming. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Neil.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger declaring a state of emergency in California as 2 new cases are reported in the San Francisco area. What's going on there, really, after this?